Hello, my name is Yolanda Johnson, and I will be introducing the integrated problem solving model. To that model, I will be implementing the empowerment theory approach. And to this incorporation or implementation, I will be applying it to the Helen Patricus case that I chose the beginning of the semester. Why theoretic integration? According to what I read in our text, integration involves combining social control and social learning theories. They also claim increased levels of explanatory power, applied technique, and achieved goal orientation compared to that of one individual theory. Therefore, combined theoretical approaches can fill in gaps and create greater inclusiveness to understand and approach various types of human behavior for the purpose of power positive outcomes. I wanted to say empowerment. But to jump right on in, from the Helen Patricus case, our theoretical orientations will be using problem solving model along with the empowerment theory approach. The problem solving model has two main factors. One can be coping skills with life transitions, coping with life crisis. The empowerment approach is can be used for development of more positive, potent sense of self or self-awareness, cultivation of resources and strategies to achieve social goals and liberation. So they both can be applied to this particular case comprehensively. Um, Miss Patricia's assessment are based on her current negative viewpoints that are um, uh, perpetuating her current problems and are also influenced by environmental factors. Some of her problems, as I listed here, are overwhelmed feelings, feelings of inadequacy, depression, unwilling to continue daily duties, and she feels overall defeated. The environmental factors can be mid-age Caucasian mother and wife, which can also be some biological factors with her changing. Um, Also, high religious beliefs and social role responsibility as a caregiver. Family is dissatisfied with Mrs. Patricia's contributions. Therefore, she has limited emotional support within the family system. The problem solving definitions, current issues can be unable to control the negative reinforcements in her life, unable to use emotional strength due to the limit of self awareness, unable to adapt to changes due to current internal issues. The environmental context has limited emotional support, as I mentioned. Gender roles define normal family interactions and reactions. Therefore, she doesn't have any power. Unable to adapt to the needed changes due to cultural influences that define the look of normal life. The theoretical outcomes integrated problem solving needs to address or needs to uphold her coping skills with life transition, needs to cope with the crisis that she is going through. Also, the self-empowerment piece needs to help Miss Patricia develop self-awareness and develop positive reinforcements. To jump right on in, some solutions to this can be the goals of building rapport, can be the goals of process current feelings and environmental influence through a strength-based perspective, influence Miss Patricia to view her obstacles from a more resilient approach, set attainable, measurable weekly goals through a developed plan, evaluate the outcomes, and definitely do a follow-up. Solutions continue. The positive reinforcements can also be broken down into coping skills, improving social influences, developing ways to adapt to the change as mentioned, changing the negative habits, which can also be the emotional viewpoints that she has, setting ongoing goals for advancements, and then we have the self awareness piece of achieving of achievement and understanding current strengths. And in that, we will be able to build resiliency to combat the feelings of inferiority. Developing an understanding of self is very important in this case. Understanding the influence of external negative developments, as well as how they are perpetuated internally. The mobilization and solution, self-determination, we can look at this as the ability to notice the problem even exists, ability to act and seek help, ability to participate in sessions, willingness to apply new ongoing understandings and ongoing circumstances, willingness and dedication to make positive changes. So those can be viewed through that stance. And that takes us right into evaluating the outcomes. We can do that by the client's weekly perceived emotions, or how she views her negative emotions, client's weekly growth and ability to apply measurable coping skills, client's weekly participation in identifying the needed changes, client's weekly ability to understand self and the power of resiliency, clients' ability to change negative viewpoints by incorporating positive reinforcements, and clients' new identify understanding of positive change beginning with positive views of self. Short-term use of the problem-solving model depends, as I wrote, it depends on the client's extent of trauma experience. It also depends on the client's ability and desires to make the positive changes. Overall, short-term use can be effective due to direct integrations in steps outlined. Problem-solving model can have a long-term positive effect with short-term therapeutic intervention because it directly targets the problem itself. There is a merit. The first merit is problem-solving integration fits well with many types of traumatic experiences, and therapeutic approaches. Limitation is always due to the outcome is depending on the client. As with many other therapeutic interventions, as I wrote, positive outcomes can be limited to the client's ability and desires to make, implement, and pursue positive change. That is the end. Thank you, and I hope you like my presentation.